Hi, I'm Nicole Prose, Sparkle Junkie. Welcome to my page. This video is part of a playlist collaboration with Take 5, and today we're doing HeART Decor. Now, I may have taken this a little bit too literally, but we're going to do a heart that ends up also being art and also being something near and dear to my heart. So we'll see how this comes out, but right now I'm trying to get some of this glue off the front. So this is a piece that I picked up somewhere at a garage sale, I think, and I just liked that it was a real chunky heart and thought one of these days I'll redo it. So that's what I'm doing. And so now I'm going to paint. Now that I've got that old glue off there, I'm going to go ahead and paint this whole thing white. And we'll see what happens next. Stay tuned. All right, now what I'm doing is dividing the heart in half here with my pencil, and then also in half the opposite direction. Now I want to put some, I don't know what to call it, arches in here, but the best thing that I found to help me make those arches was this tape. I thought maybe I would use this coaster, but it just didn't have the same shape, so I went along with the inside of the roll of tape. So it just kind of helped me make them symmetrical and all that. Then on the bottom, I'm going to use this plate. So listen, if you end up wanting to do something like this, look around you and see what you've got. You don't have to freehand it. I'm just making myself some marks so that I can, make my art on my heart. And it makes it a little easier when you can use things to make the marks that you need to. I did do a little measuring here, so no big deal there, but just to make sure that I got the lines on both sides kind of at the same depth in the heart. Okay, so now that I've made the lines up and, one direction, I've got to go the opposite direction. So if you haven't figured it out, I'm going to do some checking on this. So I've got to have, lines go in both directions. And here in just a second, I'll hold this up so you can see what I've done, because I know it's hard to see. There we go. There's all my pencil marks. Now, I'm going to go in now and put an X in each one of the boxes that I'll be coloring in. This is the easiest way for me to make sure that I don't mess up when I go and pull the paint out. All right, so now that I've got all of my marks made, I'm gonna pull out some paint, and I'm gonna use this beautiful pink paint from Paint Pixie. So here, just watch me paint. I am using a flat brush because that's what I find to be the easiest way to paint when you're doing checks. So give me just a few minutes, we'll get this painted up. would like to take just a minute to thank the hosts of this playlist from Take 5. That'd be Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette, Mary from The Painted Peach, and Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration. I'm so happy to be a part of the Take 5 group, and I think that you'll see, if you watch all the videos on the playlist, there's some great creators out there. So thank you for allowing me to be part. Now I'm going to use my liner brush. Now what I did was just take the same paint, added a little bit of sienna brown to it to make it a little darker, so that I can go through and put lines to connect everything. Alright, this took me a little longer than I anticipated it would, because I tell myself at the beginning, it doesn't have to be perfect, but guess what? My brain takes over, and then I have to make it perfect. So I do actually get that white back out and make a couple of repairs to where I went over with the paint a little bit on one of the squares, and so you'll see me doing that now, and eventually I give up and call it good. But we're going to add a little bit more fun to this as well, so stick around here and I will eventually start decorating it a bit. Okay, so I've put bling wrap around the edges to decorate that up, and then I did put, you saw me using the Sparkle Junkie rhinestone kit, and I put rhinestones all over it. I think it needs a little bow too. So I got out this rhinestone rope, and I'm making up just a simple bow. Gonna tie that up with a little bit of twine, and we're gonna put that kind of on top right there. So I'm just going to glue it down with some hot glue. Now that twine was still showing, so I felt like I needed to hide that in some way. So that's what I did next was I took a little bit of the silver fabric that I've got and just glued that over the top there. And it kind of just all blends in now. So isn't it beautiful? My heart art. There we go. I hope you've enjoyed this and stick around for more. Thank you so much for being here.